I didn't vote for Trump, I'll tell you that much. So that's all I'm gonna say.
So what is it? I'm assuming it was a surprise though that he won.
I just told you what I'm saying. I didn't vote for Trump. I prefer not to elaborate on it, but I didn't vote for him.
Shocked that, things played out how they played out, but shocked that it even got that far, to be honest with you. But that's some of America, or most of America, who's doing the voting, so I guess it's people have spoken.
How do you kind of move forward? How do you process all of this stuff?
Just hope for the best. Just hope for the best, that's all.
CNN reported that Trump won with 2 million less votes than Romney had when he lost to Obama in 2012. So that means a lot of people didn't vote. A lot of people that voted for Obama didn't go out and vote.
Right.
How important is, if it shows that voting is important, can you talk about that?
Yeah, it's very important. When Kanye said he wanted to be president, I was laughing, like, he's going to be president? But, the way things have played out, more power to him. Seriously, like, anything is possible.
What are we going to call it, Jeezy?
I don't know. He'll have a slogan. He'll have a good term about him.
Po-teasy.
Yeah, right? Yeah, so, seriously, when he said it, when Kanye said it, I'm like, Kanye for president, like it was a joke, but anything is possible.
But you have 2 million.
Maybe we should have seen it coming over the last 10 years. You look at society, you look at what's popular. People are getting paid millions of dollars to go on TV and scream at each other, whether it's in sports or politics or entertainment. And I guess it was only a matter of time before it spilled into politics. But then all of a sudden you're faced with the reality that the man who's going to lead you has routinely used racist, misogynist, insulting words. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. And I wish him well. I hope he's a good president. I have no idea what kind of president he'll be because he hasn't said anything about what he's going to do. We don't know. But it's tough when you want there to be some respect and dignity, and there hasn't been any. And then you walk into a room with your daughter and your wife who've basically been insulted by his comments, and they're distraught, and you walk in and you see the faces of your players, most of them who have been insulted directly as minorities. It's sort of shocking, it really is. And so we talked about it as a team this morning, and it's I don't know what else to say. It's just just the whole process just has left all of us, I think, feeling just kind of disgusted and disappointed. I thought we were better than this. I thought the Jerry Springer show was a Jerry Springer show, but watching the last debate, Trump would make a crack at Clinton, and you'd hear the fans, the stands, ooh, like, ooh, no, he didn't, yo. Like, yeah, he did. Yeah, this is a presidential election. It's not the Jerry Springer show. So I'm sorry. This is my rant. I'm disappointed in the lack of respect and dignity that's involved, and it's the way it goes. Yes, Ray.
Without getting into a lot of detail, what was the tone of the meeting with the players? Did you let them do most of the talking? Did you do most?
So it was an exciting moment. We couldn't believe it, what was happening. I don't think anybody could. So it was quite exciting. For some people, very disappointing. Some others couldn't believe it, I guess. And we're very excited. And that's what elections have been. In Argentina, the same happened a year ago. The polls went basically all wrong. And there was a big surprise, especially in primaries. So we were trained, Argentinians, for surprises.
Kind of tough, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you have to move on and move forward. I think the toughest part is watching the whole experience with Lil Chris, you know what I mean, and my wife. My daughter was asleep, but you know what I mean, just explaining to him what's happening and going through this process with him, you know what I mean. So it's part of America, the freedom to vote and stuff like that, and we move on.
How was he able to process it? Was he able to process any of it? Can you tell?
Yes, I could. He's a lot smarter than I was at 7. You know, he knew how many electoral votes California had, Florida had, and stuff like that. So shout out to his teachers. he didn't get that at home. But I don't know. It puts everything into perspective. You know that you're a parent, you're a dad before basketball any day.
The election, or the result of the election, caught some people. I wouldn't say most, because most, or a big part of it, voted for Mr. Trump to be elected president. So I think that a lot of people were surprised by the result or the outcome, especially, I guess, outside of the U.S. mostly, right? But we'll see. We'll see what happens. You gotta trust that the new president will do the best for this country, and let's just hope for the best.
Thank you.